Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about an apology. We've got the Three of Swords in the reverse and the Two of Wands in the reverse. The fact that the Two of Wands is in the reverse is either indicative of somebody that maybe didn't really expect, hold on, it's a little dark over there, didn't really expect to apologize to you, or you don't expect to hear from them. You don't expect them to be apologetic. There's some surprise element, maybe they don't often hold themselves accountable, or maybe you assumed they just kind of wanted to let things stay the way they are. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. I hope you're having a good day. If you're interested in a personal reading, my email address is in the description box below. And we're going to start with the Energy Oracle. What else do we have? Deceit, number 25. So an apology for a lie. Because this person feels that in order to have something beautiful, they need to apologize for this. So for some of you, this could be somebody who's going through the 12 steps, I think is what it is. For others of you, this is somebody who wants something beautiful with you. And there's just this understanding, if I want to be with you, I have to actually set the record straight, or I have to be willing to own what happened in the past. So I think that's indicative that, this is somebody who respects you, even if they didn't always show it previously. They want to make sure that they correct that. This is the Marigold Tarot. What else do we have? Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? I wouldn't recommend that approach to an apology. We've got the Queen of Rings or Queen of Pentacles and the Five of Cups in the reverse. All right. There's a reputation here. So the person who has been dishonest is our Queen of Pentacles. And for whatever reason, what really kind of comes through is entitlement or a sense of superiority. The person that I just saw in my mind is, oh crap, what's her name? Okay, so if you've seen the US version of Ghosts, I don't know if the names are the same or the characters, I'm sure at least similar, but like the lady of the house, the lady whose family originally built the house that the modern day people inherit. She's one of my favorite actresses. She was also in, I think it was Devious Maids. I wish I knew her name. Red hair, but super like nose in the air. I'm better than everyone. I feel like what we're dealing with here is somebody that had a bit of an ego. Now, I'm not saying they literally walk around saying they're better than other people like that person in that show. But this is like ego death that has happened because somebody has realized it doesn't work. It doesn't enable you to have rich relationships when you hold yourself to different standards than what you hold others to. If you have a level playing ground, if you are willing to admit your faults, if you are willing to be vulnerable, that's, excuse me, that's when you actually have a real connection. So with the Queen of Pentacles kind of having that ring in the air, makes me feel like they understand now a little bit more about compassion. Nine of Swords in the reverse and the Tower in the reverse. Two of Rings or Two of Pentacles. Hello, Carrie. Hello, Voyager. Hello, Jamie. What's up, Kingly Eagle? I hope we're all having a good day. This energy made me think of the spoiled kid in Jumanji. So I'm thinking of the one with Robin Williams in it. The spoiled kid does something to ruin tennis shoes that were like designed or created by someone who works in the house. It's that energy of like, I can do whatever I want and get away with it. But I feel like after, because that was Robin Williams' character, right? As a kid. So after being stuck, he realizes like the error of his ways, right? We have somebody that is going through or has gone through a really stressful situation. Now, I hope they have not been stuck in Jumanji because that would be terrifying. But they have a different perspective because they've had to go through something alone. And now it isn't as easy for them to only see things the way they used to. There are formative experiences that happen in each of our lives that enable us to understand a different perspective or a different culture or a different approach. And that's what's happened to this person. They have grown a little bit of empathy, right? Where maybe they didn't have very much before, because that Robin Williams character did something nice for that person after he came back, right? Can't remember what, but he did something to help him. So this is like, okay, I have to change my perspective. Things are not the way that I thought they were. I need to be more respectful towards other people. The Lovers, 8 of Cups, 5 of Rings or 5 of Pentacles, and the 9 of Rings or 9 of Pentacles in the reverse. This feels like somebody understanding that it's better to put that positive energy out there and be helpful or, kind to others, because you never know when it's going to come back to you. But this person's gone on a journey where I think they have had to go through loss of potentially like money or physical items. And they've seen things on the other side. They've seen what it's like to be treated the way they were treating people. And with that 9 of Pentacles in the reverse, it makes me feel like they were dependent on others, or they felt like they didn't have what they needed. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, Ace of Swords in the reverse. Yeah. I don't like to see people have to go through the 5 of Pentacles. It's not a fun situation, or the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. But this has been valuable for them. And I chose that word specifically because even as you lose things that may have significant value, there's an opportunity to learn or appreciate that there are other things out there. I don't say that lightly. I'm not telling you shouldn't be upset if you lose something or if somebody steals something from you. I get it. But this is somebody who put too much pride in material things or money. And they're realizing more about who they are, because this to me is also, I have value that is not just tied to the money that I have or the car that I own or the house that I live in. This is also about self-worth just as much as it is about an ego death. This is the Morgan Greer. What else do we have? King of Cups, Devil in the reverse, 7 of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Hermit in the reverse. I see the error of my ways. I don't want to be that kind of person who expects things they have no reason to expect. I would rather be the kind of person that is helpful or believes in people. I think that there was somebody who showed kindness to the Queen of Pentacles in their darkest hour or in their, most difficult time. This could be somebody who was taken in by a church member or a family member they didn't expect to get any charity from, or a complete stranger. This is kind of like re-education in terms of how to view humanity and your role within it, because somebody was there for you that you didn't expect to be. There's a business I know of that burnt to the ground, and there was no affiliation with the church up the street, but the church up the street gave money to that family to be able to rebuild their business, and the business owner was shocked. I don't go to your church. I don't even have the same faith. Why are you giving me this money? Because that's the people that we are. You're part of the community. There's someone that gave to this person when it didn't make any sense. Why are you helping me? You don't know me. You don't owe me anything. Back when they had a lot, this person would have expected things, right? So for some of you, there could be a sense of, you were there for me when things were difficult, and it makes me want to seek out opportunities to be there for people when they go through that difficult time. So we could have somebody who's decided, I want to find a way to give back to the community. I want to find a way to volunteer. I don't need all of these things that I used to think were important. This is a pretty major change in someone's perspective. Page of Cups, Nine of Cups in the reverse. What used to excite them or be, goals for them, I want to make this much money, or I want to be able to afford that kind of place, or I want to have, a collection of cars. It no longer interests them. They're having issues in terms of relating to the people that they used to spend time with. That's not what they care about anymore. They have very different perspectives. This is a dark night of the soul. When you are leveling up, it's like wearing an itchy sweater. But you're already at work, so you can't change it. Like, you'd have to drive home over lunch and change it, and then people would be like, oh, did you get your lunch on your sweater? I'm uncomfortable because I've changed. I'm uncomfortable because what used to be the life that I wanted is no longer the life that I want. So they're changing things because of this ascension. They're seeing life changing because they have changed. Two of Cups in the reverse. Relationships or friendships that no longer seem to fit, because now that their intuition is a little bit stronger, they can see what impact those friendships actually had on their ability to move forward. Hello, Angel. How are you doing? So High Priestess is, I think, a little bit your energy, a little bit of the mentor or the person that helped you in your difficult times. Now, this could be you or the person that is coming to apologize to you, right? But they have changed in part because somebody was very kind to them that didn't need to be. Like, there was no reason for them other than they're just a good person. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. This could be financial hardship because of a loss in terms of a job. Maybe this person gave them work. But most importantly, it was this kindness and compassion. I can see that you're going through a difficult time. And I know if I were going through that difficult time, it would mean a lot to me if somebody offered to help me. So I feel like I need to mention for someone out there, if you know that a person you care about is going through a difficult time, sometimes the easy thing to do is to say, is there anything I can do to help? And I think that's a very kind question, but I would encourage you to be more specific when you're trying to offer help to somebody that you think is going through a difficult time. If I know that it's difficult because you can't find childcare, can I offer to watch your kids for a little bit so you have a little bit of time to yourself? How about this Saturday around 2 o'clock? Specificity might help, right? If that person really wants that help, but they don't know how to say yes, specific offer is easier, right? Rather than putting the onus on them to decide or define what it is that you could do to help them. Or maybe I know that there's some issues in terms of, affording groceries. Hey, I'm planning on making a casserole for myself later. Could I make one for you and drop it off later today? Something like that. There's someone that saw there was an issue, some difficulty, and they offered this assistance, and it has inspired this person to be more grateful, more a part of the community. This is the Fairy Lenormand. Good morning, Peggy. How are you doing? Hello, Laura. How's your day? We've got number 16 and number 17. I love the progression. Interesting because we have stars, dark night, right? And then we've got the kind of like cloudy but still daylight behind the stork. The stork is an indication of good news coming your way. And it's because you have healed something. Whoever resonates with this Queen of Pentacles or King of Cups. This is why we don't pay attention to gender, right? Because you come out as multiple, the king or the queen. But we've got healing and a new perspective on life that enables somebody to level up and get something that they've always wanted. This blossoming abundance is clarified by the stork. So there's good news because somebody has dealt with what they needed to, that perspective. I had a feeling we would see this. So we've been talking about the dark night of the soul. This is the cross, number 36, and definitely refers to a spiritual awakening. But in order to see things a little bit differently, this person did have to go through loss. And I would argue that is pretty much what every dark night of the soul is. You lose connections, you lose material things, or you lose a sense of direction, or all of that, right? But because of this sense of loss, this person has a greater appreciation for the good things in their life and an understanding about gratitude, right? This is What's the News. Hello, Rachel. How are you doing? Sipping, nosy, spreading rumors, gossiping, numbing, self-medicating, addictions, and irrational behavior. I think that there were people spreading rumors about this Queen of Pentacles. People like to talk about them, and maybe they kind of leaned into it. I think her name was Eleanor on the Royals. The daughter, the princess. It's kind of like giving me that vibe. Okay, so you've got everything that you need, and you're just like a partier, right? There were people that wanted to paint this picture of this Queen of Rings or King of Cups as, kind of a spoiled brat. And at some point, it's like they just decided to like lean into that. But then there was something that happened. It feels to me like a theft or a health situation, feeling threatened by somebody you thought you could trust. That makes this Queen of Pentacles feel like they have to reconsider what's going on or who they hang out with. Rebound, flighty, unpredictable intentions. temporary option. Yeah. So I was spending time with people that were not trustworthy, and it had some pretty negative consequences. So whatever has happened set them back, and it's pushed them to basically question whether or not they want to live the way that they do or have, or if they'd rather, Four of Wands, elevate and be more high vibe. And it's because there's somebody that has a presence in their life or who has recently stepped into their life that is showing them there's a lot to be said for a different life, right? Changing, upgrading. This is the Golden Art Nouveau. Another King of Cups, Empress, and Strength in the reverse. For many of the Queen of Pentacles, there was a need to deal with some trauma associated with this Empress energy. This could be mother wounds or father wounds. Obviously, a little bit more likely to be mother, but this could also be a sense of needing to uncover that divine feminine, because we were talking about somebody needing to learn a little bit about compassion. So this King of Cups may have felt emotions like anger, but can you feel emotions for other people? Strength in the reverse. I had to let go of whatever made it so that I could just block out other people's experience. We have the Lovers, Ten of Swords, and the Six of Wands. Why do I feel like this person? Okay. It's like they said something about someone's station in life. Let's say I'm rich and I'm judging someone for having the job that they have because, ew, you're poor. Don't ever be that person. It's like the universe was like, oh, okay, bet. We're going to swap you real quick. We'll see how you handle it, bro. They said something about somebody else's position in life, their job, their money, the car they drive, whatever it is. And it's like lightning strikes. Okay. We're going to see how you handle being in that situation since you want to judge it. They were put in the situation that they had previously judged. If you want to be, holier than thou with people that are in difficult situations, we're going to put you in one of those difficult situations and we'll see whether or not you're successful. We'll see if you're still, look at me, I'm so awesome. It feels like the universe wanted to humble this person. Death, Three of Swords, Three of Cups in the reverse. Sometimes the people that are the most high and mighty are the ones who would crumble without, their network. Sometimes the people who are the most self-important have the least self-worth. This is somebody who realized what they were really made of after they were quite cruel to somebody else. And that Three of Cups in the reverse has the energy of, okay, well, we're going to show you what you're really made of. We're going to see if you are as great as you think you are. You might be, but not until you go through this. Two of Swords. So they had to make a choice. Why do I keep seeing it as a swap? It's like that movie Trading Places. I haven't seen it in forever, you guys. But it's like we're gonna show you what it's like on that side. Nine of Swords in the reverse, the Fool. You can gain a new perspective and understand the situation that other people are in so that you don't sit there in judgment of them, right? Hello, Frederick. How are you doing? So with the Fool, this is somebody who sees that maybe they were a little harsh, a little unfair. And this apology could be coming to somebody that they judged before they went through this dark night of the soul. I made you feel small, or I made it seem like you didn't deserve something, and I'm really sorry. You deserved more respect than what I gave you. And I think for some of you, you're going to just be like jaw on the floor. Like, are you feeling okay? Do you have a fever? When did you start thinking about other people? This is weird. You're not going to expect it because this person has demonstrated that they really do think that they're better than a lot of people. Four of Cups. This Four of Cups might be my favorite Four of Cups in all the land. Is there anything so perfect as a cat looking you dead in your eyes as they knock off your glass of wine, probably onto like a white bearskin carpet if I had to guess, and just looking at you like, what? Did I do something? But it's so fun. Can I do another one? So somebody who was kind of used to being a bit of a joker or a I don't mind ruining people's fun because for me, that's fun. The scene from, what is it called? With Matt Damon when he says, how you like them apples? I'm pretty sure he's like holding up some chick's phone number and like a tool's face who is just really rude to him. That's what this is. This is like, you were really high and mighty. You thought you were real hot-ish, but there's going to be a little bit of a taking you down a peg, right? Seven of Swords in the reverse. I need to be honest with you. This is a confession. I didn't treat you the way that I should have. And it's been bothering me how I treated you. So I feel the need to apologize. For some of you, this person may bring a small gift. Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Seven of Pentacles. Page of Swords. I see things differently now. I know that I was disrespectful, or I know I made your situation more difficult. This could be for some of you, a person that you worked with that was trying to make it seem like you were not good enough. But now with this Page of Swords, we have somebody that is wanting to communicate. Mea culpa. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I shouldn't have done that. I shouldn't have tried to make you feel bad. Two of Wands. And the Star in the reverse. Yeah. I was immature. I didn't really understand the world. I felt like I was better than everyone. But I've been on a little bit of a journey. I've had some interesting times that taught me a little bit of humility. And I think it's important that I tell you that you deserve better, or that, you know, you deserve that respect I didn't show you. Page of Wands in the reverse. I didn't see things correctly. I had a distorted vision. But I'm better now. I understand the other side a little bit more because my life has changed. Six of Swords. It's like solemn. I'm in a better place now, but I have a few scars. I had to go through some things. Four of Swords in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles. So I may feel a little bit lonely now, or like I'm on my own. I may not have that, you know, kind of party vibe. Maybe I don't even hang out with those friends anymore, but it's okay because I have a better understanding of what's important. This could be somebody who rejects their, is it highfalutin? Is that a thing? They might reject their fancy friends that they used to, like, you know, have bragging contests with. Oh yeah, well, I just bought my new car like 1 month ago. They don't want to hang out with those people anymore. They don't want to be associated with the same people anymore. See how here we have the Queen of Pentacles reaching upward. Now I have the Queen of Pentacles with the pentacle on the ground. So I feel like we have somebody that is more interested in giving back and less about social climbing, or less about like, everybody look at me, right? What can I do to make things better? This person may not have cared about charity before, but I do think now they do. This is the Voyage of the Soul. Hello, Montana. How are you doing? What else do we have? We have metamorphosis and seasons. Transformation, change, renewal, revolution, rebirth. I'm proud of you. You went from a braggadocious worm to a beautiful butterfly. Seasons, cycles, elements, spring, summer, fall, winter. The interesting thing is, I think you like yourself way more now than you used to. And people can see that. You're more in tune with who you really are, as opposed to trying to be what other people want you to be. Seeking and seed. Soul searching, treasures, uncover, dormant, gifts and answers. Potential, fertility, idea, budding, future, and capable. Now that you have a greater understanding of who you are and your place within the world or the community, there is an idea that starts to build. And I feel for many of you, this is a way for you to be a part of the community and help them. Something that you're really good at. It could be like you're literally starting a business, but there's also a charitable element of it. Like, you know, I sell coffee, but 20% of it goes to the local community shelters or something like that. You have this idea that enables you to leverage what you have available to you to give back to that community. And I love it. Hello, Matt. Hello, B. How we doing? Vessel, body, nourishment, wholesome, nutrition, health. Some of you may start like a community garden or help people grow their own food, have a better approach to nutrition or health in general. Some of you may be helping with like local clinics or activism. We've got aura, mood, light, glow, shield, and protection. I feel like whereas before we had somebody that was very focused on themselves, now they want to see what they can do to raise their voice in protection or to help those that are less privileged. This is like somebody who's been reformed from very like focused on themselves to a warrior for other people. I want to make the world a better place. This is the Kipper. What else do we have? We've got number 9, change. Privileged lady. So remember, we don't get too caught up on genders, but this is somebody who had been of privilege that may have moved or somehow gotten exposure to become friends with a group of people at some other location or in a different socioeconomic condition. And now this is, I see the beauty of the people that I once judged, and I want to do what I can to help them build, right? Thoughts and distant horizons in the reverse. This is about community planning. What can we do to make things better? How can we help, children who want after school programs? How can we help in terms of better food being available or helping people in terms of childcare? This is somebody who is taking their time to strategize. There's got to be a way we can help each other. What can we do to work together? So we have courtship, number 4, and thief in the reverse, family room. Yeah, this is looking a lot like mutual aid. So the courtship doesn't have to be romantic. It can be, but I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles, King of Cups was inspired by somebody who is very kind to them. We have thief in the reverse, and that's why we have this change in their goals. Now I want to do whatever I can to give back. Now I want to do something to help this community. So thief in the reverse, family room. It's like, I want a big family room for the whole community. I want people to thrive. This is beautiful. So somebody is determined to give back to the community. And it seems to start with, I wasn't very kind to you, or I didn't take you seriously. I wasn't respectful. I didn't have compassion, but I'm going to apologize because I see things differently now. And my actions will prove that I see things differently, because they're not just about words. This is somebody who's doing what they can to organize. Hello, Masculine Blue. How are you doing? Hello, Deborah. What's going on? This is the situations deck. Journal in the reverse. Pressure cooker. Something that this person didn't really pay attention to before, or maybe the community in general. That's not really important to me. Maybe I just look the other way, or like to distract myself by staying on social media. I stay on my side of the tracks, that kind of judgy behavior. But when they went into this pressure cooker or this dark night of the soul, the people that were there for them, the people that had compassion for them, were the very same people or the very same person that they had judged, that they had been less than kind to. So kind of like a good Samaritan, right? Unconditional, genuine, certain love. Drama queen. Even though I was rude, or I'm hearing the word insufferable, you showed me love. Even though I wasn't a part of your community, or even though I looked down on you, in my hour of need, you were there for me. Somebody was very genuine, even though they were dealing with somebody that was not. And it's changed them. So we have children and divine masculine. Young, childhood, playful, and divine masculine. So this feels to me like we've got somebody who is deciding it's time to take action. This could be charity specifically aimed at helping children. How can I make sure that, children have the food that they need, or single mothers and single fathers can go work if they need childcare that's safe for their kids. This is like, I feel somebody that wants to specifically help a community and their children in a way that is like a mutual aid. It's not just, here's some money, now I feel better about myself, right? This is somebody who, yes, there might be money involved, but they want to be like rolling up their sleeves and involved in this situation. They want to give back to the community that was there for them when they didn't expect them to be there for them. Karmic in the reverse. So there is a negative influence that this divine masculine had to shake off our King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles. There was a person that had a pretty negative perspective, and the connection is no longer there. I don't want to look at life the way that you do. I don't want to judge people the way that you do. I've got a different perspective now, and I should put them over here. I'd rather see life that way. I don't know that I have anything in common with you anymore. This is the signs of the times. What else do we have? Labyrinth, journey. It was not easy, but this person has gone through the dark night of the soul. That's why there's such a significant difference in terms of their perspective on life, but it has made them a happier person and somebody who's determined to bring hope or good energy to others. That's part of why we had the stork, right? Someone was kind to me. I want to show that kindness to others. Succulents, resilience, number 38. And moon, emotions. Previously, this person was in a bit of a desert where it concerns emotional support. And then they met somebody in this community, and it helped them basically get in touch with those emotions and understand more about how they're connected to others. And there's a pull that has started for this person. It's regarding what path they're supposed to be on. They are meant to help people. They are meant to be a positive influence on other people's lives, but they had to walk this other path first and do like a 180 because it helps them understand what other people are going through. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Thank you to all of you out there that do charitable things for others or look out for your friends and your family. It probably means more to them than you know. If you haven't, maybe go check on your friends if you know they're going through a tough time. Otherwise, I'm sending you a big old hug. Hello there, bluegrass hater. I hope you're having a good day. Thank you for the likes and the subscribes, and I hope to see you on the next reading. Toodles.